Parab, and today I'm back with yet another video for you guys based on problems with virtual internships. So I know I've been away for a long time now, and that's because my exams were going on and my vivas were also going on, so I couldn't devote my time to shooting videos and then editing them, posting them, setting up the thumbnail, setting up the description and all of that, because this is a one-woman army. So I'm managing a lot of things. Even I had to keep my freelance work on hold. And I would like to tell you that please avoid the background sounds. Cannot really help it because I don't want any interruptions while I'm talking, because the thing that I'm going to say, that's important. And I sincerely hope that you get something from this video, because all of my videos are informational, and I truly hope that you learn at least something by putting away your 10 minutes or 12 minutes on my videos. So today's topic is pretty simple. It's about virtual internships. So I'm just assuming that many of you are in your second year or in your third year, and this is the time when internships majorly come in your either in your colleges, or if there are no companies coming for internships, then you apply off campus, right? So and this is the season, by the way. This is the placement season. This is the internship season. You can get hold of good internships and improve your resume. But nowadays, what I have noticed is on LinkedIn, there are these firms, foundations that give away internships. There are one kind of internships wherein there are a few tasks, say task 1, task 2, task 3, and you're supposed to do all of those. And once you're done with those tasks, you will be provided with your completion certificate. There are some internships wherein they ask you to complete the tasks, and they also ask you to complete some more tasks, and additionally they also ask you to be their promoter and promote their brand, rate some other person's work who is working as an intern under their foundation, and then etc, like share on social media so that they get publicity and so that other people know that their brand exists. And after that, you get the letter of recommendation. There are other types of virtual internships as well, wherein you get their internship by recommending their internship to your friends. So if you get 3 or 2 friends from your link or whatever, your code into their organization, and if they take up their internship, then also you get your internship completion certificate. So this is the trend that's going on nowadays, because back then what used to happen was companies used to come to colleges, like at least to those colleges wherein companies do come for internships, and then they used to see whether you have that skill. If you don't have the skill, then at least they used to train you if you're willing to learn. So they used to actually see if a candidate is suitable for that particular job, and only those candidates used to take up internships. They used to get the experience, and then their resume of course used to flourish. But nowadays I'm noticing that everybody who is not even interested in a particular topic, in a particular domain, takes up an internship in that domain simply because an internship is needed to enhance your resume. I don't think this is the right way to take up internships. When it comes to my case, I'm right now applying for a software engineer's role, but I don't have even a single internship in that domain. I'm right now working on web development. I haven't taken even a single internship in web development. I am working in many things actually, but I haven't taken even a single internship in that domain. The internships that I've taken are only in the content writing domain, and this was back in March 2020 when Corona had just started. So I didn't know how to go about this whole online space, and I thought taking up an internship would be fine. But in the technical space, I haven't taken any, because this trend that I'm noticing, the value of an internship is degrading day by day, which I sincerely don't like. So these are a few problems that I notice with internships. Of course, I'll give you the advantages of these virtual internships. While you're completing your tasks, you learn a lot more. That's guaranteed. Because when you learn something, seldom do we use it in a project. Okay, we feel like, hey, let's build a project. But when you sit to build a project, sometimes you feel like, okay, why am I doing this? Let's just learn, right? Let's just not use it in a project, because building a project is not easy. You require a lot many concepts. In fact, you need the amalgamation of a lot many concepts, and that is tedious. And when a task is tedious to a human being, the simplest way is to escape from it. So that is what we often do. But when you are in an internship, just because you want the completion certificate or just because you want that tag on your resume, somewhere you end up completing those tasks, and those tasks can be later added as your projects in your resume. So that's one advantage of these virtual internships. But I don't really see any point of promoting their brand, and I don't really like that point as well. You have taken an internship so that you can learn. Why are you going and commenting on some other person's LinkedIn profile that, hey, great work, huh? You did a great work, great job. Why? It is wastage of your time just because you need their letter of recommendation. I really don't like this idea, and there's a solution that I have for you. If you want to take an internship, then please go on Internshala and take a paid internship. I know that sometimes when it comes to these technical spaces, their requirement is a lot more. So learn it. What's there in that? Just go there on Internshala and see what the requirement is. See what type of skills they are looking for. Learn those skills first, and after some 2 to 3 months, I feel 3 months are enough to learn any skill. Just go on that platform again and see whether there are other internships falling in the same domain that are available, and apply. It will be much better. And before applying an internship, please try your hands on at least 2 projects so that you have an idea how to apply the concepts that you have just studied. Because studying is a totally different thing and applying is a totally different thing. And I've understood this properly after answering a technical interview. Because in a technical interview, they won't ask you what is this or where is this used. They'll ask you how is this used. And that is the time when you need to apply what you have studied in an efficient way, and that's a totally different era, which you will probably flourish in that if and only if you work on projects. So even before going for an internship, just because you want to show it on your resume, I would recommend, please go make projects. There are tons of YouTube tutorials available. You can watch a few, make your projects, also know what you're doing in that project, know what each function does, know what each loop does, and then you can apply. Because when you're proficient in some domains and when you have a project in hand, even your recruiter will know that, hey, you're serious and you're applying here. You have worked previously on something and therefore you're applying here, and they might select you, and then you can work under them. Because there is a difference between unpaid virtual internships and paid internships. See, both of them are virtual, both of them are online, but what the difference is this. These organizations that have recently flourished, because people are going into these, it's very simple to get selected, by the way. Like in my class, the number of people that have applied, all of them have got selected, all of them have pretty much completed all the tasks, and they will pretty much have the completion certificate also. So it's very easy to get into these. However, it's very difficult to get an internship on Internshala. People really try hard. And why is it difficult? Because here they look at your skills, and whereas when it comes to this space, which is your virtual internship, wherein they ask you to comment on LinkedIn, etc., to increase their brand's value, here they don't look at your skills. Here they just give you tasks. You can even watch on YouTube and complete those tasks, or you can also copy the same code from your friend who got selected into this company. So it's no use taking these internships. In fact, I would say it is your waste of time that you're doing here. Asking your friend, give me the code, then I'll paste it, and then I'll post on LinkedIn that I finished it, and then people will react, and then you will get the certificate. It's complete waste of time. Instead of taking these internships, I would say please go somewhere, study the skills, work on them, build a project, go on Internshala, and then apply. And here it's not very easy to get. You might not even get in your first 5 applications, you might not even get one internship, but slowly you will get if you build on the skills that are required. And then once you get that internship, the advantage of such internships is that you get paid for your work, and since you're paid for your work, you take it seriously. Another advantage is that they have strict deadlines. What I have noticed in such organizations is that they do not have strict deadlines. So they are like, okay, if you couldn't complete this task this month, no problem, I'll extend the date. So once you're selected, you're pretty much there into that organization as an intern for lifetime if you don't complete their tasks. So it's like, okay, you couldn't complete this in July, in August you can, but once you complete, only then you will get your certificate. So this particular internship does not hold any importance according to me. When it comes to Internshala, there are founders working with you. There are project managers working with you, and they tell you, hey, this project's deadline is today. Are you working on it? what's the status of the project, and then you have to reply to them. Here there's communication that's going on, whereas in this case they just tell you that you will get a mentor, but you never get a mentor. You have to figure out everything on your own. They don't assign any mentor to you. You just have to figure out how to do it. Even they have groups, I guess, wherein you can ask questions and a lot of students solve those questions. There are no mentors from their end coming here and telling you that, hey, try this instead of this and it might work and your bug will be solved. So yeah, so I feel here you get you get to know how it is to work in that culture. Mostly we take internships so that we know how our job will look like when we get a job. But in these virtual internships wherein you don't have any mentor, wherein you just get selected by applying, I don't feel that they have anything that can let you know how the culture is in this domain. Whereas if you go on Internshala, there's a complete organization that has taken you in charge of a particular job and you are pretty much very responsible there. So if you don't submit anything, they are going to be fed up and they won't extend your deadline or something. They'll just say, we don't want to work with you and you're not very responsible. So you will take it seriously, you will complete the task, and when you do, they will give you a certificate which will pretty much look like this one, but it will hold more importance because you have got selected by beating the competition, number one. Number two, you have met the deadlines, and even recruiters know this, by the way. Recruiters aren't fools. They know which internship holds more importance. So here you have met the deadlines and your project managers were satisfied with you. That is why they gave you this certificate. And yeah, number three, you aren't those who follows the crowd, because most of the crowd is taking these internships which are useless. So you're someone who believes in hard work and you went choosing this lane. So yeah, so this is something which I wanted to tell you. Please don't waste your time in such internships. They are useless. They are useless, literally useless. They are just wasting your time by promoting their brand. A lot of brands have come up during this pandemic whose name I didn't even hear before, but today they are a big name because students are getting free internships for not even learning or knowing any skills. So yeah, so that was about my video. I'll see you next time again soon. Now that my exams are over, I feel I'll be able to shoot more videos. Editing is a problem because it takes a lot time. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye.